For months, there had been an unspoken tension between us, a quiet drift I couldn't quite name. On the surface, Lena and I appeared solid. 5 years together, a life that seemed stable, even enviable. But beneath that veneer, something vital was slipping away. She wasn't distant in her words or her emotions, but in her touch, in the way she simply existed beside me. The spark we once shared so effortlessly had dimmed, and though I felt it fading, I couldn't understand why. One evening, the silence finally fractured. I came home exhausted from work, eager to see her, only to be met with a coolness I couldn't ignore. During dinner, she dropped her fork and met my eyes with a calm that was unsettling. "I think from now on, intimacy happens on my terms," she said. No hesitation, no softness, just finality. Her words struck harder than any argument we'd ever had. I repeated them under my breath, hoping that saying them aloud might reveal some hidden meaning. "On your terms." She nodded, explaining that she was tired of feeling obligated, that she needed to reclaim control. That closeness would come only when she wanted it, not when it felt expected. I sat there, stunned. We had always built our relationship on honesty and balance. Yet this wasn't conversation. It felt like a verdict. Something as sacred as intimacy was no longer ours to share. It belonged solely to her. I forced my voice to remain even. "So, the way things have been, that's not enough anymore?" She gave a slight shrug, detached, almost indifferent. "We've just been going through the motions. I need more, but on my time." Her words hit me like a subtle warning. I sensed she was revealing everything, yet pressing her for more would only push her further away. So I respected her boundary, even though it hollowed me out. Days turned into weeks. We grew quieter, colder. We became two people living under the same roof, no longer partners, almost strangers. Then, one Friday night, she went out with friends, leaving me alone with my spiraling thoughts. I could have confronted her, demanded clarity. But instead I chose a different path, one that would shift the balance she thought she controlled. The next evening, she came home and froze. I was seated on the couch, my expression steady, a small black box resting beside me. Her eyes narrowed as she noticed it. "What's this?" she asked, voice sharp but uncertain. I opened it and slid it toward her. Inside were 2 plane tickets to the destination we had once dreamed of, a place we had promised each other we would see together. But these weren't for us in the way she expected. I had bought them for myself. Her face passed through disbelief, anger, and something else, a feeling she tried to hide. "Are you serious?" "You're just going to." "Yes." I interrupted, voice steady, sharper than it had been in weeks. "I'm serious. You decided how things would be between us. Now I'm deciding how I live my life. This isn't about you controlling everything. It's about me taking back what's mine." For the first time, her confidence faltered. Beneath her anger, there was a flicker of regret, maybe even fear. "I didn't want this," she whispered, her voice softer now, as if her armor had slipped. "I just didn't know how else to make you see." But it was too late. We both knew the truth. Something fundamental had broken. The ticket sat untouched between us. Not a promise, but a symbol of choice. Hers to pull away, mine to move forward. In the silence that followed, I realized that control isn't always about holding on tighter. Sometimes it's about letting go. And in that moment, we both understood that we could never return to who we once were.